I think what you need to do to accomplish this is you need to set bold, short-term strategies. Do you know what happens during a period of time like this? It happened right after 9/11. A mindset envelops the business world. I call it aggressive indecision. Everybody's not sure what's going to happen next. Everybody's nervous about what's going to happen next. Uncertainty drives indecision, and we get very aggressive about it. Everybody stops making decisions. We're not going to spend. We're not going to invest. We're not going to try this new project. We're not going to implement this new technology. We're going to cut back our R&D budget. We're not going to do anything because we're fearful of what is going to happen in the future. But here's what I've learned from what organizations have done in the past when faced with challenging times. You know, I wrote a blog entry a couple of weeks ago. I called it the 7 stages of economic grief. That's what's unfolding here. When you lose a loved one, you go through a bereavement process. You go through anger, denial, eventually acceptance. And you know, the stunning speed with which this economic meltdown has occurred, the same type of shock has occurred to the system. And a lot of people right now, they're in the anger stage. They're in the denial stage. The speed of the last 2 months with which these events have unfolded is stunning. But my challenge to my clients, my challenge is to you, where and when do you want to innovate? What I'm seeing organizations do right now who are driven by aggressive indecision is, we're going to wait until we come out of this thing. We're going to wait until the economy is rosy. We're going to wait until the world is wonderful again. And then we're going to start to innovate. We're going to look at R&D. We're going to try new projects. Innovation leaders are working right now at the anger and denial stage in the midst of the economic recession to prepare themselves for growth when the growth comes about. And the growth is going to occur. You know, I see organizations, you know, are sitting back and they're making fundamental decisions, and you should do the same thing too. We're going to commit to 3 ideas that we heard at this conference, and we're going to go back and implement those. We're going to get executive level support for some experiential capital investment. We're going to try some projects. We're going to try some ideas that we learned here simply because we think it's important that our people get the experience. The more experience our people get with all the innovative ideas that we've heard in the last few days, the more experience we build up. The more experience we build up, the more experiential capital we have. The more experiential capital we have, the better we are positioned to deal with the future. I think what you've got to do is you've got to walk away from this room and you've got to articulate some rapid, fast, short-paced, short-term strategies, and you've got to take some aggressive decisions to pursue these things now. Otherwise, you're going to go out there and you're going to be smothered by the blanket of negativity, you know, which seems to surround so much of the world today.